Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's Friday. Y'all know this by now. Long-time family members. Beer and bud should be handy, baby. And today, baby, I got me some beer in the mail today. And what, man? I'm telling you, man. What better deal can you do to go to the mailbox and find beer? I'm telling you, man. This is a pretty neat beer. It's called. Let me switch camera view here. It's called Save the World Beer. That's from Marble Falls, Texas, and it was sent to me by George Tire Biter from the Rancho Tire Biter. They're longtime Blue Dots. They've sent me, I think it was jelly and stuff I've had from them before, and they sent me a nice beer. So let's open up that beer with my San Antonio Lucky Penny beer opener. And I thought it would be appropriate to drink the beer out of the Rancho Tire Biter cup they sent me. That's right, a long time ago, George sent me. Oh, that's a nice looking beer. That's a nice looking beer. Oh, it's got a nice smell to it, too. Save the world beer. Drink beer and save the world. It's as easy as that, I reckon. From Marble Falls, Texas. From George Tire Biter in Burnett, Texas. Scenic Rancho Tire Biter. Conveniently located at the end of the dirt road 5 miles from town, baby. It says it right there on the cup. That's pretty tasty. That's pretty good beer. Save the world, baby. That is rather tasty. Thank you, George. I appreciate that, buddy. Anytime you get beer in the mail, you like it. Anyway, I also got some mail from Joey Bay, baby, up in I think it's Rimini, Ohio. And I guess he sends his best wishes. It was an envelope with a donation in it, and that was all. So, Joey, we appreciate it, buddy. Every dollar helps keep this thing going, and we appreciate it. No words needed when you do that. So, thank you. Now, what else? Oh yeah, how you like this shirt, baby? There's a familiar. I don't know. My mama was laughing a little while ago because if I stand just right, that's me, baby. And it says a Blue Dot in Texas, and this was sent to me by Mike Tankersley up in Kingston, Washington. And Mark is more commonly known as Ukulele Mark. Ukulele Mark has sent us stuff before also. And he is also a longtime Blue Dot family member. He says, thanks for keeping strong through this never-ending bullshit from the Orange Toad. And he designed this shirt, and it's a one-of-a-kind. And I might want to point out the first shirt I've gotten, that actually has a pocket on it. And so I appreciate that, Ukulele Mark. And he also included, if I wanted to market the shirt, then he has my permission to do so. I don't do a whole lot of marketing. We have shirts on our site. I think there's a link down there somewhere. Travis puts on there to our store that has T-shirts on there. And Travis's girlfriend Rose is doing some artwork, and Rose is a very talented artist, and so yeah, she's cranking out a few designs, so we might put that up. I don't know what else there was left to do on a Friday, except there was something else. Oh yeah, I remember. Put that bud in the bowl, baby, and spark it up. It's Friday. It is Friday, and thank goodness it's Friday. Thank you again, Thomas. I appreciate that very much. Anyway, what's going on Friday? Well, first of all, I want to tell y'all how much I enjoyed last night's family meeting there on live stream on YouTube and Faith. That's good beer. I'm just saving the world. Just got to take time, baby, to save the world. And that's what our job is, baby. That's what our Blue Dot family is here to do. just to save this world, baby, because it sure seems to me like there's people hell-bent on seeing its destruction. And the reason I say that is I've read a story about Mike Pompeo. Now, Mike Pompeo is our Secretary of State, baby. We sent him out there. Doesn't that look like me? Doesn't that look like me? We sent him out there to be the dignitary and to relay our diplomacy all around the world. All around the world. But Mike, he's over in Israel, and he's got a mission, baby. He's got a mission because Netanyahu's in a race over there, soon to come up, and Donnie's Zisbu bombing man. He's out there with the cheerleader pom poms rooting for Netanyahu. He's gonna speak at the AIPAC meeting here when Netanyahu comes to speak. So they're trying to play buddy, and Mike Pompeo is right in the middle of it, baby. Anyway, he was being interviewed over in Israel. And he was asked, did he think that Donnie was sent by God to save the Jewish people? And Mike Pompeo says that he agrees with that. He agrees with that statement that God sent Donnie the dictator down here to save the Jewish people. I don't know just how low you have to take your religion to start throwing that shit in there, but here it is. Our Secretary of State evidently doesn't know where that line is between church and state, and that pisses me off. Now, Mike boy, he's one of them end timers, baby. He's a true evangelical Christian. God is coming back. End times will near. You just wait. The blood will be up to the bridle, baby. It'll be dripping in. They get happy when they do that. When they start talking about the second coming, man, and the days of tribulation, how it's going to be terrible, and people will beg to die. Hey, what a religion, huh? Great shit. That's what people like Mike Pompeo believe, and they believe it's going to come soon. And it makes me very nervous to have that kind of person, the one that's just bombing for that shit, to be our Secretary of State, to be the one that practices what? Biblical diplomacy? We'd like to help you out there with your program, but you're a shithole country, and God's going to come back and smite thee anyway, so get out of the way. We got to go over here and talk to the people that where Jesus comes back to. We got to have that property right there because that's where Jesus is coming back to, so we got to protect that piece. Everybody has a right to their own religion. Some religions have been around a lot longer than others. Seems to me the Jewish religion, they outdate the Christians. Somebody wrote a book and changed the whole damn rules up. Nope, not to the Jewish people, baby. They only believe in the first 5 books of the Bible, baby. That's called the Torah. And that's the Bible to them. They don't believe in anything past that, okay? But in Revelation it says that's where it's going to happen. It's got to come back, mountain of whatever, over there, this guy, he's going to come back to, and all hell's going to break loose, and then everybody in the world will suffer for years to come. That's what turns me off about religion, is their ambition to see the end of the world, to see their fellow human beings suffer, baby. And they know their God can do it because he's done it before. Hell, flood, let's just kill everybody on the planet except them two. That family right down there. You guys are okay. Let's just drown everybody else. That's a hell of a price to pay for some mistake evidently he made because, hey, didn't he make all the shit? I do not like it when he is over there spreading the same shit that Donnie is spreading here. And that's the message that Democrats are anti-Jewish. We're anti-Semitic people. And I warned you that Donnie the dictator is the same guy that stood up for the Charlottesville neo-Nazis chanting, Jews will not replace us, with their little tiki torches, and how anti-Semitism killed a girl that weekend. Those people, baby, are Donnie Dump's people. They're the orange toads people. little minions and cockroaches that follow him. I would warn Israel against the Trojan horse, baby. That man will sell you out for money because it is all about the money with Donnie, with Jared Kushner, with Ivanka, with the whole Trump scum. All of them. That's all they're concerned about. I'm glad to see Jared and Ivanka getting a little news. And by the way, everybody's waiting breathtakingly for the Mueller report. I heard a report on the news when I was out in my truck earlier that Robert Mueller didn't go to lunch today. Oh my God, that's got to be a sign from heaven. Mueller's going to, I don't know. That's exactly how close the news organizations are watching what's happening, and that's how come they think things are going to happen. Mueller goes to lunch every day at the same time. He didn't go to lunch today. What's happening? What went wrong? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't hungry. I don't know. But I just... Trumpistan. I believe that's what we're coming, baby. That's where we're coming to. Donnie doesn't want the United States of America. He wants Trumpistan, baby. He wants to be the potentate. He wants to be the dictator in charge, the king, whatever you want to call him. And today was a good example of it. He tweeted out today, excuse me, I know what that needs. He tweeted out, it was announced today by the U.S. Treasury that additional large-scale sanctions would be added to those already existing sanctions on North Korea. I have today ordered the withdrawal of those additional sanctions. President by Twitter. President by Twitter. We don't need a constitution. We don't need Congress. We don't need the Senate. We don't need all them organizations out there, the Department of Education, Defense, or any of that stuff. We can save a lot of money, people. We just let him dictate our country by Twitter. What he is doing is backstabbing his own administration. His own administration is the one that came up with these additional sanctions against two Chinese companies that continually break the sanctions we had before. So we're going to put more sanctions on those companies right there. We're going to get them right there. You keep doing wrong, we're going to get you. No, sir. Those are Chinese companies, and Donnie said leave them alone. All of a sudden, that was his administration that came up with this idea. They're the ones that chose those two companies, that caught them red-handed, that are going to punish them, and he speaks a big line, and then he puts out this kind of bullshit. On the same day, he waits until after the Treasury Department announces it, and then tells them, no, I changed my mind, stab you in the back, get that out of here. What are you, stupid? Presidential power by Twitter. That is so disgusting, people. We have a man that wants to rule our country, and by the power of his little minions and his military and his police. He wants to rule our country, and he'll dictate what the hell's going on anywhere. He'll decide what goes and what doesn't go under any subject. Pick one. He'll be the perfect example of the genius of Donnie the Dick. He can solve any problem pulling shit out of his ass. Well, I see our old buddy Steve King is in the news today. Please, John, don't say, oh, yes, baby, he's the poster child for the GOP, the white supremacist neo-Nazi party. That's Steve King, Iowa's 4th district, baby. They keep reelecting him. From 2003, they're not going to get rid of him. And he's out there talking on his local TV station out there about how disgraceful it was that after Katrina, how the people of New Orleans begged for help from the government. Oh, we need help, and how Iowans pull themselves up by the bootstraps. We don't need no FEMA. We don't need no government help. We're Iowans. We don't do that. All them black people down in New Orleans, they're the ones that begged for help. 1,800 people died in that storm. died as a result of Hurricane Katrina. I went there shortly after the storm. It was devastating, baby. Steve King can kiss my ass right on the, not on the right, not on the left, but deep in the groove there, Steve. And I want to feel a little tongue action. You asshole. You disgusting turd. He has been reelected and reelected. You want to know why, baby? I'm going to tell you why. It's all about the money, baby. You know, Iowa's 4th district is, I think I remember 97%. It might be more. It might be 99.4. But I can't remember the exact percent white. There's hardly any diversity in Iowa's 4th district. That's sad. That's a part of the country that seems to be nothing but white farmers. You know, those that sit in their ivory tower and complain about somebody getting food stamps, baby. They call it welfare, baby. Welfare. Chips, you can need food stamps, that's welfare. But if you grow the food, baby, that's called subsidies. In Iowa's 4th district, and I'm not talking about all of Iowa, I am talking about Iowa's 4th district, has received $7,469,000,000 in farm subsidies. If you grow it, it's called a subsidy. If you eat it, it's called welfare. You know, I went to a page and it lists the top 20 farms in the 4th district of Iowa. H&J Busman Farms received $4,617,000 and some odd dollars, $378. $4 million, baby. It's not welfare, it's a subsidy. Veerkamp Farms, Doug Stutter Farms, Dandyland Farms, $3.4 million. The lowest one on the list gets $2 million. It's not welfare, baby. It's a subsidy to help the American farmer. But if you eat it, if you need that food, and you don't have the money for it, there's a thing called CHIPS. There's a thing the government will reach out with our safety net and make sure that you and your child have enough to eat. And these people who scream up there in that district about Katrina and people reaching out for help, they don't mind denigrating their fellow American as long as they're getting a big fat check from Uncle Sam, baby. There are a lot of American farms and ranches in this country that don't get multi-million-dollar subsidies. But it sure seems like Iowa's 4th district sure does get a good piece of the pie. How about it, Steve King? Is that how you stay in business, baby? Making sure that the farmers get their welfare? I mean subsidies, you know, because anything less would be welfare. Yeah, they keep selling that shit to every American. They try to denigrate those on the bottom, those that reach out for help. They're just a drag on society. No. You know, they brag about the free market. You know, hey, you know, it's America. We give the free market. Let the market decide. Well, how about it, Steve King? How about we tell the Iowa farmers in the 4th district there that we let the market decide what you make? We don't give you a farm subsidy. How about you just grow it and sell it, and if you don't, well, that's just the market. But that's not the business we're in, baby. It's the same thing they do in the healthcare system. Oh, it's private businesses. It's the free economy. It has to be applied. No, it doesn't when it comes to your life. They try to scare you with the word socialism, baby. Socialists are coming to get you. Yeah, because you damn sure don't want a fire department to come put your house out, or an ambulance, or a road to drive in, or a school, or a hospital, or anything else that those evil socialists have brought to you. But that's the word they're going to use, baby. When you look up the definition, when you think about a democratic society in democratic socialism. That is our democracy deciding to take care of all of our people and not denigrating them for it, while we give farm welfare to rich farms. That's how come Steve King keeps getting elected, baby. They're afraid that Mexicans coming across the border are going to pop up in the cornfields any day, so we need a wall. Stephen Miller, he's the former campaign advisor to Donnie during the election there, has been nominated. Donnie has nominated him to be on the Federal Reserve, to sit on the Federal Reserve. Hey, baby, they're stacking the deck everywhere. The Supreme Court, you bet. Let's hold back the Democrat nominee and wait until we can shove our man in there. Same thing with the Fed. Look, long game. That's what Mitch McConnell said. Don't think about today. We got to get these people on the things that control the law and the money, because that's what they're after, baby. They want the law and the money, and they want to apply the law to you and take the money from you. That's the deal here. Those people on the rich, you know, them yachts ain't cheap, man. If you go price one nowadays, man, we're talking about $700-800 million for a decent sized yacht. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, that's what I got today, people. To watch our country day by day, hour by hour. Our government can say one thing and then Donnie will change his mind in the next few minutes. We're being played for fools in this country. Not all of us, baby. Not this Blue Dot family, baby. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's why I continue to do this shit. Is because I'm not going to be conned by some asshole who's been doing it all his life, and I don't understand how come my family and friends can still follow a man that has been and continues to be a lying piece of shit, piece of con, and he's playing a con on them. And I don't like to see people I know being fooled, being conned, being lied to, being made to look like you're un-American. Really? We support our troops? Are you shitting me? Is that what Donnie says? No, it's not what he says. Told you, he doesn't give a shit about the troops unless you're willing to kiss his ass, sing his song, and if you sing it real good, Donnie will pat you on the back, baby, maybe even give you a job on the Federal Reserve. Yeah. You say anything bad about him and he'll squash you? That's how come all these Republican senators and congressmen, they're scared spineless, baby. They ain't got a set of balls amongst none of them. They don't have the courage to pull anything out of their ass except to bow down to the golden idol of Donnie Trump. How much money, baby? How much money are you worth? How much money can your country give you? Sellout, baby. It's a sellout. Anyway, that's about all I got. I got a little something coming up on the next live show. We're going to have a little entertainment and a new visitor, and I think everybody will be very entertained and very enlightened by her voice. Yes, it's a woman. How about that shit? I don't want to get nothing but a bunch of guys on there. We always got a big mouth. I want women to be involved, and this is a prime one, baby, and I'm going to be proud to have her on my show. Excuse me. No, I ain't starting over. I ain't doing that shit. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the next time we go live, and she'll be a guest on the show, and she will not only enlighten you, like I said, but she will also entertain you and give you a damn good laugh to boot. So I'm looking forward to it. No, I ain't going to tell you who it is. You got to wait. Anyway, that's about all I got, baby. I got to remember to hit the button, baby, because we want to thank everybody. We want to thank Joey for just dropping a check in the mail, buddy. We appreciate the shit out of that. And those that donate to our Patreon, we got a few new members on our Patreon page. We really appreciate that. $1 a month, baby. It goes a long way when I think we're up to about 170 something donors now. So our Patreon page provides us with everything. And Travis has already got his eye on a new camera, so we got to quit taking this camera back and forth so we can set it up in one location and we won't have to mess with it anymore. So that's on his list. And it's those that help on Patreon, through PayPal, and through the donations that allow us to keep this going, baby. But regardless of the donations, I'm going to keep going. It's my job. It's now turned into 5 day a week. Might be going to 6 days a week. And this is all I do now. And so those donations help us tremendously, and we appreciate it. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. John Brittlebo, Blue Dot in Texas, baby. Thank you, Ukulele Mark, buddy. Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brittlebo on Facebook. John Brittlebo Speaks. The Blue Dot family, already over 12,000 family members over there. Go by there and join the page, like the page, follow the page, getting involved in the page. It's all about being involved and being informed, and that page helps both. At Blue Dot in Twitter. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter, and out my truck window and anywhere else we can get the message going, baby. Keep it going. That's the main thing. If we decide to go live on Sunday, I'll kick it out there and let you all know. We're trying to make that work and get it into the schedule, because we'd like to do 3 rants a week and 3 live shows. So do one on Sunday so we can get people on the East Coast a little earlier than they have been, so they can catch the whole show and not go into the middle of the night. Anyway, y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all later. Bye.